Hello, people. So during the break, I went to pick a Sprite because I ran out of water. I hate when that happens. Like I had no water left. I tried to have somebody hunt for some water, but unfortunately, I wasn't successful. So now I have to drink soda. I hate when that happens. I took a chance, and I almost got. Let's go.
You're here now. Now's the time.
You took a chance. You're here now. You lost your gamble, bro. Could have been a real child. It wasn't. Game over. It's like when you're playing a platformer. Let's say like Super Meat Boy. You're playing Super Meat Boy, and there's a big gap, and you're like, I'm sure I can take that jump and land on the other platform. Or Super Mario. I'm gonna take an example that more people are gonna understand. You're playing Super Mario 3, and you're like, okay, I'm sure I can make that jump. I'm sure I can land on the other platform. But you're just like a millimeter too short, and you just like crash right in front of it. Like you can touch a platform, and if Mario had arms, he could probably grip the platform and just grab the platform and climb on it. But unfortunately, he doesn't, and you just falls. When you die, you took a chance. Unfortunately, you died. And then you press the A button and you can play again. But he can play the A button. You took a chance. That happened. You're here now. Game over. It's like if you were playing Super Mario Bros. 3, Super Mario 3, and you only had one life. And if you don't complete the game with that one life, if you die at any point, you go to jail. You're like, imagine that. Imagine you play Mario, you have one life, you die, you go to jail in real life. Now there's a big gap, and you're like, I'm sure I can take that jump, and you fail. You take a chance, and now you're here. Game over. I should do like if you want this. You took a chance. You tried to rape a little girl. You took a chance. Now you're here.
Go with it. Get it off your chest. John, you're losing me. I don't understand what this has to do with the 13.
I know she's starting to get tired. She's been waiting for like 10 minutes. He said pretty much nothing. I mean, he already confessed, but she wants him to tell him, like, did you send photo? What's your screen name? Where did you meet? Blah, blah, blah. He's just crying and sniveling like a little bitch. And she's starting to get tired. If I was her, I would be a bit more patient. Like, there's no hurry. I'm betting that she's paid by the hour, not the day. I'm betting that she earns something like $60 an hour. So the longer the interview, the more money she's gonna make. If I was her, I would get my iPad on. Oh wait, it's 2007. There's no iPad. I would get my laptop on, and I would say like, John, take as much time as you want. I'm paid $60 an hour. I'm gonna buy this with the money. And then you go around like maybe a new perfume. Oh, do you like that shirt? Do you think I should buy that shirt? I mean.
10-year-old girl.
It adds up. It does. How to say I don't know how to explain it.
I mean, I'm hearing you, but I still need to know how you got here tonight. You told me a fantasy.
I drove. Yeah, I drove.
I need to know how you came in tonight. I drove. Okay, I'm glad you didn't come by foot, but no. I want to know how you came to go here. I want to know about the chat log and the calls. That's what she wants to know. She doesn't give a shit that he drove there. I mean, they already got his car, so she already knows that he drove there. He completely misses the point of the question.
Yeah.
Drove myself.
I drove
So
myself.
you started chatting.
Mm-hmm.
What was the screen name you used?
Beaver.
She makes him say a screen name. When you pick a screen name like Bald Beaver Hunter, it's very funny. It's a good joke. Until you have to sit in real life to a cop. Now it's not funny. Like, what screen name do you use? Bald Beaver Hunter. When you say Bald Beaver, what specifically are you referring to? And if I was the cop, I would like make him repeat it. Like, I'm sorry I didn't hear. Bald Beaver Hunter. Can you say that louder, please? Bald Beaver Hunter. One more time, please, just to be sure. Bald Beaver Hunter. Can you spell that out for me?
I wasn't looking for a young girl when I made that name, no.
I wasn't looking for a young girl when I made that name. Well, as I said in my first video, It's kind of scary. It's kind of scary when you're so attracted to bald pussies that you make your entire screen name around it. It's kind of spooky. It screams pedophile to me.
No.
No, I promise not that time. I mean, I've had that fantasy, but I wasn't looking for a young girl at that time.
So
When she showed up in the room,
Oh, she showed up in the room. That's her fault. Like, I was in the room and she showed up. I wish John was there to say, like, well, I'm a man too. You gotta resist, you know? There's a 12-year-old girl in the chat room. Of course you're not gonna resist writing to her.
because once 18 on her profile, but I can't remember right now really offhand.
now, John,
What? Nothing.
tell me now you thought she was 18.
No, I'm just saying on the profile. No, I can tell by the picture.
Wow. It's hard to ask for a better suspect like that, you know? To be in some chat room, they enforce you have to be 18 and older, so many perverted justice decoy, they lie, and they put like 62 or something silly like that, and then they put the picture of a child. So of course it's not a real child. If somebody says, like Kayla said she was 67, but on the pic she looked 12. That's the way that they go around that. Now he says, I look at her profile, it shows she was over 18. You know, that's kind of a beginning of a defense, okay? If he didn't have the interview with the cop, if he was a bit more cautious on the phone, and if he didn't say anything at the sting house, you go to court and say, Your Honor, the chat room or profile said she was that age. He has the beginning of a defense. Maybe not a real defense, but a beginning of a defense. Right away, she asked him, Are you trying to tell me you thought she was 18? He's like, No. I could tell by the picture. I knew she was a kid. Like, dude, you're a fucking idiot.
And she told you she was 13.
Yeah.
Yeah, she told me. I confirm it. I knew she was a kid 100%.
So you used the name Bob Beaver Hunter.
What the fuck was going through your mind? Look at her hand. I use a screen name, Bob Beaver Hunter. Why? Why? What kind of weirdo are you?
What was the person's name that you were chatting with? The screen name.
Give me a minute.
Give me a minute. That's not a good screen name. And look at how now she's starting to get fed up with that guy. Okay, it's been 25 minutes. I don't give a shit about your fake tears. I don't give a shit about your emotional outbursts. You want a minute? It's starting to get long. You know, I have other stuff to do. My family misses me. My husband.
Chat with a lot of people?
Other younger.
Well, let me help you out.
I'm sorry. It's kind of hard for me to think.
Yeah, I can tell. I don't know when that happened, you know. Oops, sorry about that. I didn't mean to show it, but... let me try to find it. Bald Beaver Hunter. It's not here. Interesting. Oh yeah, it's one of those underscore thing. That was... He showed up on... Oh, sorry about that, Pig. I'm gonna scroll quickly. Okay, sorry, I'm gonna scroll very quickly. That's weirdo. Yeah, he showed up very late on October 20, 2007. So 2007, October 20. That was a Saturday, and he shows up at 1 a.m. So he was one of the last men caught on the show, you know. This thing had been going from Thursday the 18th to a they left on Sunday morning. So he was one of the last guy caught on the show. If you look at, for example, at Travis Fowler. Let's look at Travis Fowler. If you look at him, group media bust. If you look, for example, at You Want to Come and Get Me, Wrestling Dude, Bandit, and what's his name? The guy I forgot. Single male staying fit. That guy was caught on 18th, so a Thursday, a Friday. He showed up the next day. Travis Fowler was caught on again Friday. Dustin McFallass was caught on 19. That's a Friday. No, he showed up. Sorry, he showed up Saturday. Okay. And that guy was caught on also a Saturday. But this guy is 1 a.m. that night. So it's about, He's one of the last men caught. They've been doing this for 3 days. They're starting to get tired. Like, okay, can we wrap this up? We cupped some pedo. That's good. People's going to be happy. Everybody's going to be happy. But we're tired. It's been 3 days. It's been 3 long days. I'm tired. I want to go home. I want to take a break. You know, when you've been working very hard for 3 days, and it's a tough job to accumulate the proofs and all that, and to do the interviews. At this point, they're just thinking, let's wrap this up so I can go home and, do something else. So that's why she's a bit impatient, and I don't blame her a second. If I was here, that guy would have a few teeth missing already.
Dreaming of fairies.
Dreaming of fairies, that's it.
Would that be you? And her?
Yeah.
Bob Beaver Hunter.
I'm sure every time she says his name, she's about to chuckle like, Beaver Hunter? Did you think that Dreaming of Fairy had a bald beaver? Yeah, probably. She was 12.
025.
Yeah.
And then Dreaming of Fairies.
No, he's sleeping.
She was 12.
Sorry, I said 13. It's 12.
And you said,
I wish he said like, what the fuck, dude?
cool. 39 male here. Bored. Laugh out loud. So even if her profile...
No, I mean, I'm just saying that on the age thing, I think the only way they can put a thing on y'all, I think you gotta say 18, I think.
Oh.
That's what.
Oh, you're saying that the chat room you were in wouldn't allow for them to be in there if they were under 18.
That's what, yeah. Because I think that's the way it's standard on Yahoo now, I think.
Okay. So it was Yahoo that you chatted on? Went in the chat room?
Mm.
Okay. So, tell me about this fantasy. Were you playing it out in your chats?
Yeah. Well, yeah.
What'd you tell her you wanted to do?
Kiss her. And oral sex.
Saw a girl around here this week that looked a lot like you, around the same age. If you was me, you would think it could be a policewoman pretending to be Crystal. That was her name, Crystal. What a weird name. I've never met anyone named Crystal. And we both have to be careful. That's why I'm calling you tonight. So now, at one point, he almost gives up and he almost leaves. But eventually, I want to lick you like a lollipop down there, girl. Girl, I wouldn't be surprised I drew seeing you nude. Oh, I wasn't playing, but you need a young guy, not me.
John, I need you to look at when you
Oh, how can she look at him and not puke? Like, look at this guy, like, ugh!
Oh, sorry.
It offends me when you don't look at it.
Good, that's exactly what I said. When I said you look at the wall, it's offending. I get that, Mr. Cup. She's a little bit impatient. She's very direct. It worked because he's a pussy. And an idiot. Yeah, it offends me when you don't look at me. I get that 100%.
Sorry.
Well, I mean,
It's a-
do you like it if I look away whenever I talk to you?
Wow, right? She's being surprisingly mean now. She's playing his own game. Like, you like it if I did the same? It's a bit childish, but I like it. I dig it, in fact. I thought she was purely nice. You know, when I started this video, I said she was like the nicest cop. And you had Daninsky in the middle and the mean guy. But now I understand she has a dark side. She can make mean stuff. She can provoke a guy. Like, you did this to me, I'm doing it to you. It's interesting.
Disrespectful, you know.
I'm just embarrassed.
I'm embarrassed I got caught.
I understand you're embarrassed, but it's not anything that you can't deal with.
It's not anything that you can deal with. It's not anything that chemical castration won't fix, you know? And then you got a pair of scissors, unless you prefer physical.
No, really. really seriously, it's gone now.
From what you just told me, it wasn't pleasant to begin with.
Oh, that's
I
mean.
understand.
No, really seriously, it's gone now.
What is gone? What are you talking about?
Me when you don't look at it. Respectful, you know.
I'm just embarrassed.
I'm just embarrassed.
I understand you're embarrassed,
I mean,
but it's not anything
My
that
life.
you can't do.
My life.
life is over.
My life is over.
No, really seriously, it's gone now.
Well, he's very lucid. That's how you say it. Like he understands. He's the first one so far to really say what it is. My life, it's over. It's gone now. Yes, yes. Like I feel like hating this guy less. I know he's a child rapist, but the way that he says that, not because I sympathize with him, but he realizes like, yeah, your life is over, bro. It's Super Mario Bros. You took a jump and you fell in the hole and you died. And unfortunately, in real life, you don't have like a game over continue screen. Like, imagine how awesome that would be. Like you die and there's a big screen like game over, continue or quit. You press continue and now you just restart like nothing ever happened. There's no such thing, John. Game over. It's gone now. Look at the mean reply she's gonna say.
Well, from what you just told me, it wasn't pleasant to begin with.
You're mean. Like my life is over. It's gone. Well, by what you just told me, it wasn't very pleasant to begin with, so you didn't lose much. Man, Agent Katrin Reese or Reed, you have a dark side. You can't be mean when you choose to. I mean, I watched your interview with Jim Rout, and you're super nice with him. I watched your interview with Travis Fowler, not all of it, but a good part. You're very professional with him. And when Dustin, you bring a snack to Dustin. You're so nice. With that guy, I don't know. You seem to know. You seem to be like, yeah, you seem to have a short temper, and you seem to be not as much as John, but a little bit of mad, angry. And I get you, and you're a mother too, so you should get in even more. But wow, it's cool that you can do that and tell him, like, John, you didn't lose much. Your life is over, but you didn't lose much.
You know, all you can do is take the cards you're dealt.
Take the cards you're dealt. And then you pick in your pocket like, here, I have a card, get out of jail free. Unfortunately, you're not going to be dealt that card.
Or else change it. And you'll deal with that. I'm certain of it. You'll deal
Yeah.
with that.
You'll deal with that.
Get through it. People have lived through much worse.
No.
I wish it was a counselor.
This is like a comedy sketch. I wish you were a counselor. That's his best line right there. I wish you were a counselor and not a cop. That way I wouldn't be under arrest. No way, John. No way you said that. I wish you were a counselor. If I was a cop, I would have just laughed and I would say, yeah, if I was a counselor, you wouldn't be going to jail. Do you think that any counselor would give a shit about a shit stain like him? Maybe if he had a lot of money, but I can tell you otherwise, no one would care to do counseling, to give counseling to that sick fuck. I wish you were a counselor. I wouldn't be a sex offender for life. And she should say something like, well, don't worry about it. Once you're registered as a sex offender for life, you're going to get free sex offender treatment. But that's going to have to wait a couple years. I wish wish you were a counselor. I need a counselor. I'm a victim.